Hey, what's happening, Albuquerque? B2B, the network, Luis Hernandez coming at you live from the Team Alkaline Livestream studios, located right here in the beautiful Kangen Water Store, 7400 Montgomery Boulevard Northeast, Sweet, number 19. And when I say sweet, I mean sweet. That's right, folks. If you're not familiar with Kangen water, well, first things first, put your left hand out with your right hand, smack the top of it. Shame on you, because water is life and life is water. If you're not staying hydrated, well, you're just not living your fullest or to your fullest potential. Now, there is a thing called hydration, right? And there is a thing called superior hydration, and that can only be achieved when you are putting superior water into your body, and that only happens right here. You see the signage right behind me, the Kangen Water Store. Change your water, change your life. The reason I talk so highly is because I, too, am a user, an owner of a Kangen water machine in my very own home. You, too, can have one of your very own for your own home or your business or whatever it is, so that you can have the 9.5 alkaline water at your disposal. Let me tell you, folks, when you drink Kangen water, it does amazing things for your body. So amazing that you'll want to come down here and produce a show and talk all about it. Thank you for joining us. We are getting off to a little bit of a late start, but that is okay. Today is Tuesday, September 24th. It is 11:33 in the a.m. We'll go a little bit later. I'll tell you what happened is that we came upon, I got invited. Let me tell you what happened. I got invited to coffee, Coach B, right? Native Armor. He said, "Hey, Louie." Let's see if I can get Coach B down. You guys tell me if I get Coach B. He said, "Hey, Louie, why don't you meet me over there for some coffee?"
Chicago gangster or something like that.
that Jersey accent.
Yeah.
Right? And that's exactly how he said it. "Hey, Louie, why don't you meet me over there for some coffee? We talk about the podcast." Mm-hmm. I said, "Hey, you know what, Coach? I'm going to meet you over there for some coffee." Right? But the question was, where was over there? Well, anytime you go meet Coach B for anything, you just know that it's going to be, it's going to be a long-winded conversation, because Coach is full of the goods, right? If you want to know the meaning to life, all you got to do is sit down with Coach for 5-10 minutes, and you will know the meaning of life, right?
The meaning of life.
The meaning of life. But you guys are probably wondering, okay, where did this coffee go down at? Well, went down at this little place right over there. Look, check this out. Ready? Right over there.
With the lips, right?
There.
Yeah, use your lips.
It's right over there. Folks, we were having coffee, and if you saw my post earlier, we were having coffee at the Savory Fair Cafe, Bakery, and Catering joint, owned by the infamous...
Drum roll. There you go. Drum roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, boys and girls, abuelas y abuelitos. Did I forget anybody? Players. Playettes.
Playettes.
Gangsters.
Y todo. Y todo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the show, Kelsey Lyons.
Thank you.
What is up, Kelsey?
Not much.
Kelsey is the proud owner.
Yes.
Savory Fair Cafe, Bakery, and Catering.
Yes.
But we're gonna get to know you here as we go throughout the day. But also want to welcome the man, the myth, the legend. If you can see my laptop right here, you'll see that. Look at that. Am I getting it? Okay, maybe I did a really horrible job at that. But from the New Mexico Runners, Andreas.
How you doing? What's up, buddy?
What is up, my man?
Hey, just another beautiful day.
So I got to tell you exactly how it works out here, right? So we're having coffee over there, right? Coach is so long-winded. Tim shows up. Tim sits down, and then we've got another. Crystal is there now, right? Mm-hmm. Crystal sits down, and it turns into a big old deal. Well, in that conversation, we decided that we're going to start a morning breakfast. Now, this morning breakfast is going to be super uber exclusive. Not everybody comes to this.
Yes. Part of the
breakfast.
club.
You have to be invited.
Ooh.
You have to be invited. But the very first breakfast, I just got wind, is going to be hosted by Savory Fare Cafe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Get
right.
fancy.
Let me tell you why. See, okay, and my coach is probably watching. I'm on a nutrition program, King of Kings Nutrition, right? Amazing results, right? And I've got my breakfast, and he's not going to approve. But this morning, I had your avocado toast.
It's my
Yes.
fave. It's on there
It
for
was
me.
good. It was good. It was good. And of course, you know, it was sodium free, salt free, right? So really, actually, it wasn't really all that bad.
Healthy.
Yeah.
And all those things are part of my meal plan, right?
Right.
Avocados,
Yeah.
right?
Did you do
Eggs,
the multigrain bread?
multigrain bread.
Organic sprouted multigrain bread.
I didn't realize.
With
I didn't know.
CF in there.
Ooh, fancy. So, so anyhow, we're there, and so I leave for a minute to come get set up, and I come back out, and then you're there,
Just magically appeared.
and I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, no, well, I was at a meeting over Planet Fitness and just got done with that, and I was headed down, and I'm like, I gotta go see Kelsey. She ghosted me for a while. I think the last email correspondence we had was in July.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, I need to check in with her. I hadn't
Oh.
seen her, and so I was swinging around, and I look, and oh, there's Coach B. Oh, there's Tim Bach, and then what else is there? Kelsey.
Just hanging.
Just hanging. Well, you know what? That's
So,
good.
yeah.
And so, and that actually is the reason behind this breakfast that we're talking about, right? Is, you know, we all need to get out and support each other, right? And that's exactly what this podcast is all about. We just happen to be broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube, and I believe LinkedIn as well. Pretty cool, huh?
Man, everywhere,
right? But the whole idea behind it was that this is by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, and it's a support mechanism, if you will, right? We talk about you know, the who, what, where, when, and how, but more importantly, we talk about successes, challenges, failures, and you know, we just share nuggets on things that people are going to be able to take and apply into their business immediately and have results. Right?
Absolutely.
So the breakfast, it's right in line with this, right? Because we all know different people, and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we need to move together as a unit, right? As a group of
Grow
business.
together, win together.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
it. Hashtag.
Oh, you know,
Hashtag.
somebody hashtag that. Can somebody hashtag that and put that?
Grow together, win together.
I like
Grow
it.
together, win together. Tim Frowning. I'm sorry, Tom. I don't know where I got Tom. It's Tim. Tim is one of those guys. He's one of the upper echelon of managers for Floor and Decor National.
Very cool.
But you know, visiting with him, he's like, dude, whatever I can do to support you guys locally, let me know, because that's what we want to do out here, right? And so even some of those national chains, right? And you know, you've had several franchises,
Yes, yeah.
you know. And, you know, sometimes that's not always the culture of a national organization, is to support local. And a lot of people miss the mark on that.
Yeah.
But-
yeah, it's misunderstood a lot, both directions.
It is. It is. So, anyhow, that's exactly what happened. So what do you have coming up? I know you have all kinds of things. You and I are working on something special for the next game.
Oh yeah, so now this was Luis's idea, and I think it's gonna resonate with everyone. Okay, we're gonna have a worm competition. Can you do the worm, Kelsey?
I sure will try.
So we're gonna have a worm competition, and we're gonna get it set up at halftime, and we're actually gonna have folks compete
I like
to do
it.
the worm.
Right.
And
I like
so we'll have the fans decide who the best wormer is, or I don't know, is that a word, wormer?
Wormer? Yeah, you know, why
guess
not?
so.
Wormer.
I don't think it was anything better. What else would you
Hashtag wormer. We're hashtagging everything today.
Yeah,
Let's just do it.
I like it.
I'm the wormest.
Ooh. The wormiest of the wormers.
I'm the wormest.
I dig it. So yeah, so we're gonna have a worm competition, and yeah, that should be fun. I think a worm competition would be good.
I like it.
Luis said he can do the worm.
Well, so we were talking about, I don't know how the conversation came up, but we were talking about the worm. And then I went to an event that very weekend, and what did I see? Lo and behold, folks, it was like a festival, right?
Right?
Folks in the grass doing the worm. I was like, what? Hold on. Time out. Wait a
You
minute.
still do that?
Yes. And so I said, you got to do it one more time for me. And so I got video of them, and I sent it.
This is
He
what we're
said,
doing.
I found the
I found our
a
wormers.
wormer.
I love it. I love
I found out our competitors is what I found.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
you said. Competitors. But we're going to say wormers now.
Wormers. Yes.
Yeah.
So we send up a whole bracket or a whole
Yeah,
thing?
Yeah, why
can,
not?
Can you help us out with that?
Absolutely.
All right. See, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Just jumping right in.
She's-
You know what? You're gold. You
you.
are gold.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. Go big or go home. That's
There
the
you
thing.
go. Big or go home.
Go big or go
my
home.
motto.
Well, I want to see these folks do the worm. See if they can go backwards, forwards, even
Yeah.
side to side. I don't know.
Right.
We can make that magic
like it.
happen. Now I got to tell you, there's a certain thing that's happened, and we just had an event this past weekend. It was the West Fest, Route 66
Yes.
West Fest, right? And part of that was Community Champion Awards, where we recognize different folks for being champions in the community, right? There is the PRT team, the Public Response Team, APD, right? Real specialized unit, and they kind of hang out with the West Central Group, West Central Community Development Group folks. And anyways, long story short, the sergeant is just got this knack for wanting to dance, right? And so I said, well, heck, we're going to put him on the spot. So we got a little kid that he too wanted to dance, right?
Okay.
And so I put on this super Mexican song, right? I think it was Sapito or something like that, right? And so these two are out there dancing, right? So you figure this big 6'5", Gabacho officer, right? And he'll say so himself, right? And this little tiny kid, right? And they're out there jamming, right? Well, somebody gets video of it on their cell phone, right? Guess what was on Good Morning America?
That video.
Oh,
Today.
Nice.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
awesome. Wow.
Cool.
So if you guys look for it, go over to the West Central Community Development Group page,
Okay.
Facebook page,
Okay.
and you can check out the video there. It's pretty funny.
Awesome.
Yeah. But so that may happen. That could
We know.
happen.
Let's go viral.
That could happen.
Down.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe we do something and break the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest number of wormers at the same time.
There you go.
There's another idea
That could
too.
be very
And just
doable.
like imagine just filling the whole field, a bunch of people doing the worm
Doing the worm.
I like it. All at once.
all at
All
once.
right.
The worm heard around the world.
There you go.
The worm heard around the world.
Just saying.
Hashtag.
I just met Kelsey. I literally just met her this morning, and
Here we are.
yeah, wow,
That's okay. She fits right in.
it's a beautiful thing.
She fits right in.
All right, enough of the worm.
great.
Enough of the worm. Enough of the worm. So what else do you have in the works?
Just getting the season going, man. Our season kicks off in December, so professional arena soccer, exciting at the Santa Ana Star Center Rio Rancho. So working on that and getting that rocking and rolling, and so hopefully we can get our schedule out here in the next week or so, and
Yeah.
and just start promoting. And it's going to be exciting. Season 2 coming your way. And
Coming.
I tell you what, it's if you've never seen arena soccer before, it's fast paced, high scoring. So you're typically outdoor, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 points a game, total goals scored. Well, with arena soccer, it's literally an average of 25 goals scored total between both teams. So
Wow.
I mean,
exciting.
it's lots of scoring, lots of excitement. Everyone's touching the ball a lot more. So you see a lot of the excitement, the goals. We have a live DJ playing music, so the excitement of people doing the YMCA and the cha-cha slide, and we have penalty boxes so that if you foul someone, you go to the penalty
Nice.
box, and so I mean there's a lot of variables. So guys are jumping in and out, and just very very engaging with everybody. So we're excited for season 2.
I love it.
It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
I missed it, and we do this show in Rio Rancho as well, and it's
Okay.
called the Rio Rancho B2B the Network.
Like it.
We had you on the show not too long ago, and it was my last chance to make it to a game. Unfortunately, I had already had
For that
plans,
USA versus Mexico game. Yeah.
and so I missed it. So I am looking forward to season 2, and I'm looking forward to being part of and kind of maybe
absolutely.
being a staple face in the crowd.
Hey, maybe we do a "Where's Luis" moment,
Ooh,
a
I
segment,
like
a
it.
"Where's Luis" segment.
You could.
We could, and you could just kind of sit down in a certain section or a certain row, and "Where's Luis?" The camera's trying to find you, and then it zooms in. There he is.
They would know by that fresh avocado smell that I would carry it with me.
Ooh, from Savory Fair Cafe.
Yes. Dang, I like it.
That's how they would know.
Yeah,
So yeah.
smells good.
Right?
Getting those plugs in there for you.
Yes, we do have fun here, right? Just it's important for you guys to know, and we do have fun here. Shout out to Coach. I know you're watching there. Love you, Coach.
What's up, Coach?
Come over.
Come over. You're
He's
only like 10
yards
steps
away.
Yeah.
Red Rover, come
Send
on
Coach
over.
right over.
So season 2 is going to begin in December. So
Yes,
we
sir.
have quite a ways till that.
2 months.
2 months, but in that 2 months, you're still hard at work, right? Because it is an opportunity for business owners to get involved
Yes.
and to become sponsors.
Correct.
So
Yes, very, very affordable. I mean, we're very affordable. We want to work with everybody
Right.
as in the community, right? Grow together, win together.
Right.
That's kind of my philosophy and my motto, and so we would love if anybody would be interested in using our platform as a marketing platform, as a partnership platform, to be involved with us this season. And so you can get in contact with me and give me a holler 505-238-9099 or Andres at NewMexicoRunners.com, and let's chat. All I want to do is work with everybody I can in the community, because we are one community, and our hashtag this season is hashtag Run as One.
Run. Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Hashtag run as one.
You make hashtags for me. I like
Right. Yeah, the hashtag factory.
that. Right.
I guess I come up with them every now and then.
If you guys missed the phone number, just it's in any public restroom around the city of Albuquerque or the rancho.
Luis.
Both sides.
Yes. Hey.
How would you know? What do you calling the number? No wonder I'm getting those prank calls. I'm curious, and then I hear this heavy breathing on the other side. I'm like, hello, and then they hang up. It's you.
I'm just trying to win
Figured it
tickets.
out.
I'm just trying to win tickets. That's what I thought. I thought if I called the number, I could win
Right.
tickets. That's
That what it
what I
says was gonna
thought.
happen.
Yeah, it's just what I thought.
But yeah, we're just all about the community partnerships.
Yeah.
I mean, we just want to make sure that we all. I mean, we're New Mexico True. We really
Right.
are. We're New Mexico's only family-owned and operated, born and raised in New Mexico sports team, and we're the only 100% Hispanic-owned sports team in New Mexico. So we're really ingrained into this community, and that's our goal and philosophy is increasing the quality of life, bringing up the quality of life, so we all can get behind a common denominator. We all can win together, and that's what I'm all about.
I'm curious to see what your whiteboard looks like, because you just said a ton in that short period, right? But it's really what the community is all about, or what it should be about, right?
Yes.
Let's get rid of these negative connotations, about our city. Let's get rid of all these. How's the best way to say it? I guess I only know how to Chicanoize or Hispanicize things, but let's get rid of that todo pa acá y nada pa allá attitude,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Let's dump that and really let's get out and support the heck out of each other, right? I was visiting with Coach earlier, and I'm just going to give you a Coach-ism. He said, "Hey, Big Louie."
The impression. Dead on.
Big Louie.
Hey, Big Louie. He said, "What's the one thing that I do that you see from me consistently?" I said, "You know what you do, Coach, that I see from you all the time, that I've always seen from you since the day that I met you? You are always, always uplifting the people around you. Always."
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he does.
Right.
He does.
He does.
I mean, he has an objective outlook on who you are as an individual,
Right.
and always looking to make
Oh, yeah.
you see the better side of things, right?
Right.
And in the world, like you said, the negative, sometimes we come down on ourselves, but Coach does one thing, and that is, like you said, he really, really makes things and paints things in a positive light for you, and that's what we need. We need more of that. We need more Coach B's in the house.
Well, so essentially what you're doing is you are creating that environment to foster
Yes.
that, right?
Yes.
You're creating that environment, within the sports team to bring that together, to bring it to
yes,
fruition, right?
absolutely.
Now, I can only imagine that birds of a feather flock together, right? Tell me who your friends are, I'll tell you who you are, right? You hang out with these guys, so that means
to.
that you must be of the same mindset.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think by surrounding yourself with better people, you make yourself a better person.
Right.
So I do that with my staff. I do that with my friends. If you're not better than me, I probably don't want to hang out with you. Like, I'm the lowest common denominator here. Let's be real. But
Well-
no, for real. I mean, I think I can learn from people like that. I want to learn all the time.
Right.
So
I can appreciate that. I think that's a lot of folks have grown lazy, and there's no effort, no push within oneself to want to be better than they were yesterday. And I feel like I'm another coachism coming on.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Big Louie.
I love it.
if you improve one thing about yourself every day.
Hey, I know we're all having good fun, but really at the end of the day, this is really what it comes down to. And you know what? If I don't talk about it, nobody else will, right? If Andres doesn't talk about it and bring that into the team, nobody else will. If Kelsey doesn't do that and bring that into her avocado
toast. Oh, well, yep. Now everyone's going to flock and come get your avocado
Perfect.
toast.
I love it.
I hope
Let's
we
do
talked about it
Let's do
enough, right? No, we were talking about this. You really want to expand your
Yeah.
breakfast menu.
Yeah.
You told me some things that you have in the works, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to spill the beans on your moves.
Good things coming.
Good. Just know that there are good things. It's exciting times for all you breakfast lovers.
Yes.
If you are a lover of breakfast, which I believe every
I love breakfast. That's my favorite time. Meal of the
American
day.
is,
Seriously.
Yeah.
right? You're gonna trick
Right.
out the breakfast.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
I'll let you talk about it as much as you want to. Ready, set, go.
Now, perfect.
The best part is you don't even have a clock running.
Right.
It's just go, baby,
Literally
go.
Just go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
just go. Well, we actually do. There's we do have another show right after this one that we got to produce as well, but they're not here yet. So let's run with it.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, so I can tell a few things. I have an espresso machine coming probably next week.
'Kay.
So right now I just have coffee. We're adding full espresso bar. So anything you want with espresso, we can make it.
Gotcha.
So
Now,
that's exciting.
quick question: Is
Yes.
it the coffee? What kind of coffee is it?
So
Where is it from?
I love local stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So I asked around at a few places. I found the guys at Little Bear Coffee
Oh,
down on
yes.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And so they're great guys. They're smart. Like they make business moves, and I follow their business moves. And that's more to come on that also. But they're smart guys. They know what they're doing. So I bought all my equipment through them, and so I'm going to carry their coffee exclusively.
Very nice.
Ah.
You know what I saw? I went there the other day and I took pictures and I posted them. I saw collaborations, right? So they have
Yes.
those guys.
I saw those
Yes.
things. Yep.
Pop Fizz has a cooler in there, right? You can buy
Yep.
paletas there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and they also have some donuts in there by
Local.
the Bristol folks.
Yes. Yes. Well, so then that's kind of the concept I'm working on for my restaurant. I want it to be a local collaborative. So we have an in-house bakery, but I'm going to start bringing in other local bakeries, right?
nice.
Because I can't specialize in every kind of bakery thing. I
Sure.
thought that I can make pies, I can make cookies. No. There is someone local that is really good at making pies.
Right.
I'll bring them in. There's somebody local that's really good at baking cakes. So we're going to go to more of a co-op idea on that side of it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you're gonna have full on coffee bar,
Yep.
right? The very very best coffee
Yes. I think so.
all the way over there. A bakery co-op, if you will, where you get to collab with several other.
And I have some names that'll be announced soon, just not today.
Not today.
Ooh.
All right, so
Big
we're gonna,
secret.
We're gonna have another show.
Build it up, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
We're gonna have another show, and Kelsey's gonna drop it right here on the show.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like it. I like it.
We're going to build it up. You got to build it up, though.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pop in circumstance.
Yes.
Yes,
Just like
absolutely.
Coach.
Just like Coach.
Hey, Big Louie.
Hey, Big Louie.
Be like Coach. Oh, we need a T-shirt with his face on it. It says "Be like Coach."
No.
Ooh.
We need a.
I like that,
We need a
though.
T-shirt with his face on it that says "Hey, Big Louie."
Yes.
Hey, Big Louie.
Perfect.
No, actually, he told me that he's going to get me a shirt, and on the shirt it's going to say "Simply Good." And so when you see Coach the next time,
Okay.
ask him, "Hey, Coach,
Right.
Luis told me, or Big Louie told me, Big Louie told me about the shirt that says "Good." Can you tell me about it?"
Okay.
And I'm going to leave you guys with that.
Story
That is
time.
that is my gift to you two.
Okay.
I'm really gonna walk across the parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is-
I literally
that is-
want to jump off. What is good?
Yeah.
Big Louie asked me. Told me to ask you.
Big Louie, yeah, he's going to look at you like, at least say it right. What's
Right.
good?
What's good?
He's like, didn't I just spend 2 hours
Yeah.
with you?
Hey, coach, what is good?
What is good?
But yeah, okay, say it just like this, right? Hey, coach, Big Louie told me about the T-shirt that says good,
Okay.
right? 'Cause
Got
if
to
you-
phrase it right.
You got to phrase it right. If you
Okay.
go over there and tell him, say, hey, what is, coach, what is good?
The innocence of children.
Yeah, he's gonna look at you kind of sideways. So that's exciting for you because you're making moves now. This is a brand new endeavor for you. Let's take the opportunity for people to really get to know exactly who you are and all that good stuff. So where are you from?
Who is Kelsey?
Who is Kelsey?
I always tell people look up hot mess in the dictionary. I'm like right there.
See Kelsey.
Also, AKA. No, it's good. It's just I'm just always juggling things, right? So I used to own franchise restaurants. I really enjoyed it. It taught me a lot about operations and people and management. I was literally just a kid out of college, so I didn't know how to manage people. So I learned by trial and error. We did really well. I ended up selling my partnership in those. And I think I told you earlier this morning, I thought, I have small kids, so I thought I should get a real job that's stable. I say real, an 8 to 5. I should get a job that's stable. I can earn a paycheck. And I realized I was sitting in an interview and I thought, I'm not meant to work for somebody else. And not in a bad way. I have all this passion, and my work family is my family. So I really enjoy knowing that I own a restaurant and I'm providing jobs to these families. And so I really enjoy, like, when I talk to them and I talk to them about their lives, knowing that I'm such an important part of it. So really, it makes me feel really good. And then I like knowing that my restaurant can make our community better. So when we're having a little community breakfast like this morning and people are just dropping in, gosh, that just warms my heart. Because I'm like, man, I'm a part of this community, like, for real.
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
I dig that, right? And you know what? There's a sense of pride, a sense of ownership when that is flowing through you, right? And you're like, there is no better feeling than this when you can take a look around the room and say, gosh darn it.
Yeah. Cool. Like this morning, I woke up, I'm going to go be on a podcast, and I'm telling my staff, like, you got it, see you, thank you, I'm going to go hang out over here, and it's just a good dynamic, all of it. So.
Well, it's funny because and I'll give you the story here. So we were here for the grand opening of the Kangen Water Store, right, which was well over a year ago, right? And so I was introduced to the water that day. I've known Tim for years. Who doesn't, right? Tim is one of those
Everybody
guys
knows
that you
Tim.
If you're Burqueño, you know Tim. That's how we know if you are a true Burqueño or not, or Burqueña in your case, right? Is if you know Tim, right? And so, anyways, so I came. I got a membership for the water, right? I did it. I wasn't fully committed because I did it for like maybe 2 weeks and then I was done, right? Then I get a coach. I made a call from coach. Right. Hey, Big Louie. Hey, we got this podcast that we're doing. I want you to come on the show. I said, okay. Where do you do it at, Coach? Well, we do it over at Tim's place. I said, the restaurant up there, I thought he was gone. I thought he moved. He said, no. At the water store. Oh, Tim's place. You know it's Tim's place I'm talking about, right? So anyways, long story short, I came to the show. It was Coach B and Sebastian, and they're talking about sports, right? Because, well, that's what they do. That's what they do, right? And so I'm like, well, why the hell do you want me here? I'm not a sports guy. That is just not my thing. Yes, I'm an avid Cowboys fan, but that's about it, right? Anyhow, he says, well, I want you to talk about the community. You're the dude in the community that gets out to know. You know what's happening in the community. You know what's going on out there. And we want people to hear about that. So we started doing the show, and here we were, and that spun off into all these other different shows.
It's
and
evolved.
It's evolved, into awesome things,
yes.
Right? And so that opportunity is available for you if you're out there watching and you want to do a show just like this. You can come down to Tim's place and say, hey, I have a passion for this particular thing in the city, or this particular cause, or these specific types of people, or this particular product, or whatever it is, right? There is a spot for you, right? And
spot at the table.
Spot at the table, yes. Everybody gets a spot at the table, right?
Yes.
So, and I'm telling you this story for a reason, because every day that I get here, I look over there, and I say, I'm going to go today. and I never do. And when I leave, I say I'm going to go over there today, and then I never do, right? Because I always come over here, with on a mission. I've got to go get something done, and then when I leave here, because I spend a lot of time here, I'm like, oh crap, I got to go get work done.
Yeah.
I got to fly out of here, right?
You're on the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next. Yeah.
So I never have made the time to come to your restaurant.
Today's a new day.
Today is a new day. I did that, and man, what an amazing treat that was.
Thank you.
And we got to sit outside on the patio. It
It's
was
a great
nice.
environment. I'll tell you what, it's nice. Even inside, you hang out, and it's like cozy.
Yeah,
right? It's
good.
cozy. You feel like you're at home, like it's home cooking.
Love it.
That's what
I'm going for.
when I met you earlier a few months ago, and we came in. I felt like it was cozy. Like I'm like, man, it's like I felt like I just woke up, rolled out of bed.
Yep.
Breakfast is ready, baby.
Yes.
Smell crackling bacon and
Crackling
oh
bacon?
my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like when
Good.
I'm in your place.
Good. My culture is one word: family. Like that's all I care about. Is family of employees, family of customers. So I'm really glad you feel that way.
Family.
That's what I'm going for.
See, that's what I'm all about is the
Yeah,
family thing.
right.
Yeah, because we are one big family. We
Yes.
really are.
Yes,
It's all about being
absolutely.
one big family, and that's what we put first in our community. And Luis, we're all family. We're all related
Yes.
somehow.
Yes.
Whether it's through business, whether it's through blood, whether it's through connection.
Right.
No, we are. I mean,
are.
that's one of the really cool things is that we get to operate in that way, and well, why not?
Oh man,
Dancing.
he has the jams ready.
why not do a little bitty to it? So let's see if we can do our best. We are family dance on camera.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are we ready? Man.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're not going to do that is because Facebook is, they are
they cracked down.
great at monitoring your content to make sure that
Right.
there are no copyright infringements. And so I do not have
Well, you know what?
the rights
You're
to that
you're
joint.
getting a point where you can get a ASCAP BMI kind of thing, get the
Well,
licensing.
you know what? Yeah,
and it's affordable,
absolutely.
actually. It really is. And then as you grow, you get part of that, and boom, you play all the music you want.
Right. Well, and it's it's interesting because, and that's another one of those small business things that you need to know.
Yes.
Right. Okay. As a
Yes.
restaurateur, please
Yes.
explain the importance of getting that license.
Oh, it's insane. If you play the wrong song in your restaurant, the wrong person hears it. And I'm not saying I'm all for following the law.
Sure.
But you can get in some serious
Yes.
trouble without even realizing it. You think, oh, I'll play Pandora and be cheap. But, oh, no.
Yeah. It is.
that.
It does not
Artists
work
need
that way.
need their cut.
Yes.
Well, and I'll
labels
just
and all that.
They're living,
I
whatever.
get it.
I'll
I get
come
it.
from the other side of that as I'm not an artist. I don't sing or anything like that.
Oh,
you
come
know.
on.
Yeah. Big Louie doesn't sing.
Ooh, now I want to hear you sing.
Right.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Little Marvin Gaye.
To all the girls I've loved before. Okay, you got to help me out with Willie's part.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
You
song.
don't even know the song?
What song is that?
Okay, now I'll have to show it to you later.
It's so old. We don't need
we
rights.
can't talk about it right now. But okay, so that brings up an interesting topic, right? Because this is a new platform, right? And so ASCAP traditionally has been, and of course BMI and all the other agencies, they have been great in terms of licensing for film, TV, media, for restaurants, for bars. Even at festivals, you can buy licenses for the festival itself, right? Because you have to cover all those bands that cover other people's
Yes.
music.
Yes. It's crazy.
So now, do they have a product specific to live stream shows?
That's a good question.
I'm sure they will.
Right.
I mean,
Maybe that's an idea for you.
No, I'm serious. Really, really important question, right? Because I hate doing a podcast or live stream show without that music
you
in the
need
background.
music. It sets the mood.
It
sets
does.
it sets the environment.
It does,
Keeps
and-
things moving and energy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. And so that's a big thing for me. So I'm gonna investigate that.
Ooh.
I will
like it.
investigate that. Right. And then you never know. We could just take the show on the road and do live streams from
I like it.
wherever.
Right.
I dig it.
You dig it, right?
I dig it.
We'll
We do-
report back to Breakfast Club.
Ooh.
We're going to need to know.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. We need a name for the Breakfast Club.
Well, hashtag man.
Ooh,
the
yes.
Breakfast Club.
Yes. Hashtag. What's the
Hashtag.
hashtag? Now,
That's a good one. That's a toughie. I'll have to think about that one.
if you guys are watching, none of you guys are invited. Sorry. Just so you know.
Unless you have a really good hashtag.
There you go. That's your qualifier.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, you're not invited. Sorry.
I actually used to host a radio show called The Breakfast Club when I worked for Radio
nice.
Disney.
Really?
Yeah,
Fun.
we used to have a local Radio Disney AM 1240 here in town, and they closed up shop in 2010. But,
What was the guy?
Okay.
What was the guy that? What was his name? The guy that ran it?
when? Which?
Probably maybe the second guy.
David Dominguez.
No. After that, maybe.
The only.
Or maybe before that.
I only remember. Wait. Oh wait, hold on.
He was
There
he-
is somebody.
Well, no. So
it wasn't Henry T.
I gotta tell
don't
you,
think it was Henry T.
I don't think it was. It was
no.
somebody else. It was another guy from another market that was here. And the reason I know is because I dabbled in that, not radio,
Mm-hmm.
but you know when my wife and I first started our entertainment business, we worked with youth entertainers. So Sam and Nate.
Yeah, Sam and Nate. They're. I helped them out with a lot of their stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Sam and
Yep,
Nate.
yep.
We worked with a lot of Nicole's students.
Okay.
Nicole Larson.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
I know who you're talking
What was
about.
the name of the group? But she put out so many youth entertainers out of her group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so many different ones, and that's kind of where we cut our teeth.
Right,
In the
nice.
and so we would book shows for all these youth entertainers, right?
Yeah. Did you ever work with Ricky Garcia and all him? He was an entertainer. He was a singer and stuff like that.
No.
Okay, because he came from the Radio Disney crew too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I used to not only host a radio show, but
Right.
I actually was one of the dancers and entertainers.
Right.
That's why you're so comfortable here.
If you can imagine though, I was actually a dancer for Radio Disney.
Yeah. I like it.
But yeah. So I mean, Radio Disney, man, I go way back. Holy
way
cow.
back. Yeah. Way
That was
way
fun.
back. Yeah, you know
Radio
what?
Disney
Good times.
was fun.
Good times and great platform, and there was a lot of folks that came out of that. Another one, Mary Miranda.
Mary Miranda.
She was on The Voice.
Okay. Yes. I know what you're
and
talking about.
she that's when Shakira was on The Voice, right?
Shakira.
Right? She got selected by Shakira, or no? Well, I guess 3 people turned their chairs, and she selected. Anyways, yes. But anyway, she had some ties to Radio Disney as well here. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and the cool thing is that you're able. For me, it was that I was able to work with these young artists, you know, at a very critical moment in their life when they're
Very
just
cool.
getting started, right? But yeah, you know, continued on, and so, and you,
Me.
yes, you,
Me.
yes. What else did you get out of Radio Disney?
Well, after Radio Disney, well, it was actually I was working too, so ESPN Radio. So I hosted my own show on ESPN Radio
Right.
and was promotions director. But I started that when the ESPN Radio started in 2007 or 2008, I think
Right.
that's when it started. So I was doing Radio Disney and ESPN Radio,
Right.
but then Radio Disney closed in 2010. But then I
Right.
stayed with ESPN Radio up until I think 2016.
Yeah,
So
Nice.
yeah,
Wow.
so I did that and
pretty fun stuff.
broadcasting and all that fun
Crazy.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So good things did come out
Yeah,
of that for
good
sure.
things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now here we are. We got the lovely ladies of Latinas a otro
The
nivel.
audience. It's the audience.
So that is the next show that we do there. I believe that you have a gentleman here from your outfit. Looks like he wants to. So he gave us. We were sitting out there. You were gone. You were visiting the doctor. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna blow you guys. I'm gonna blow your mind with something." Oh, look at that. He's gonna blow our mind with more. He is gonna blow our mind.
This
This
fresh made bread?
okay. This is
Nice.
gluten free.
That's not gluten free.
Oh no. This one is not gluten free,
We
but
can
this
do
is.
gluten free.
Look at this.
It's gluten free. It is not gluten.
No, so
free.
what
I
did,
love this.
what did you bring to us earlier?
It was on point.
Gluten-free chocolate chip
Yes.
cookies is what he brought to us earlier. All right, this right here that
Smells good.
America is
Right?
looking at, it smells delicious. What is this?
That's wheat. That's a wheat bread.
Wheat bread,
Fresh out of the oven.
Wheat bread.
fresh out of the oven,
Yes.
sin mantequilla. You know what that means? It doesn't have no dang butter on it.
Donde?
No dang butter on it.
But you know what tastes so good that you don't even need butter.
No. So in grand fashion, or as my good friend Jesus would say,
Let's break
let's
bread.
break bread.
I'm a bad Christian.
All
on
right.
this.
Yes.
I'm ready to
Or, sometimes we say, hey, let's break bread like
Right.
Jesus said, right?
Right. Right.
So essentially that's what we're going to be doing at Savory Fair Cafe, Bakery, and
that's good.
Catering. And if you want to get more information on the menu, how can they find you?
SavoryFairCafe.com. We've got a Facebook. We've got an Instagram. We're everywhere. If you Google us, we're like the top result.
How about public restrooms?
Yep, I've got those.
Yeah. You've got those on lock?
No, I'm not on any walls. But no, we've got all the websites. You can call us. I'm always there. Look for me. And we've got everybody covered. We do catering. We do baking. We've got the food in the cafe.
One-stop shop.
Wait,
Yes.
so I'm always interested in hearing
Babysitting,
stories.
dog walking, gardening. I'll take
What?
your trash out if you really need it.
What was your craziest catering gig? And pass the bread.
I'm so excited for this. This is so cool. Okay, so just a couple weeks ago, Bar Rescue, the show, called us.
Yes.
And they were remodeling the VFW in the South Valley.
Right.
And they're like, we need somebody to donate the catering just so that we can have food and show that it's a catering kitchen. And I was like, VFW, Bar Rescue, win, win, win. Probably beers involved. So we got to do that, and so you won't see us talking on camera, but you'll see us running around like crazy.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
oh my god!
That's cool.
So I'm on TV now.
TV star.
Cool.
Wow, add that to her resume. TV
right.
star.
TV star. Wait, so
I'll
what
sign
did
a
you?
limited amount of autographs.
Let's get back to the catering gig. What'd you serve?
So we did. We had some chicken, we had some beef, and we had. I can't remember. What we did, we had a vegetarian option. So I actually just recently got diagnosed as gluten intolerant. So I'm really big on special diets, making sure. So we always make sure we have a vegetarian option. We make sure we know our crowd and know what they need.
You know what that reminds me of? Like if you're a bakery owner and you are gluten free now, that's a little funky.
Yep.
Isn't that a little funky? Little funky
It keeps
town.
me from eating all the profits anyways. Because before I was like, raw cookie dough? Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Who doesn't
Just
love?
shovel it in your mouth.
Oh man.
I mean,
so
you're not
good.
you're not exaggerating what I used to do. So it's,
Just shovel it in your mouth.
it's better for the common good. Promise.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
I could never own a restaurant. I could never own. Well,
a roller
I'm not so much so on sweets as I am like a good solid meal, right?
Yes.
But chocolate chip cookie dough, I can eat
Right.
the
Oh
beep
yeah.
beep 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 out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I censored myself on that one.
That was good.
So I wanted to ask you, Kelsey. So
Yes.
having a restaurant, I mean, you everybody has food cravings, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
has like, ooh, I feel like this. Is that a tough one for you? Being in the restaurant, because you're like, okay, I have all these different options, but then
Right.
maybe I'm feeling like, I don't know. I'm just
Right.
curious.
No, it's actually been an interesting transition from franchising to my own thing.
Okay.
Because in franchising, you can only do this. But in your own thing, you're like, oh, I could have this, and I could have this, and you think of all these things. So that's actually been the last couple months is getting laser focused on what am I? Because I can't be everything to everybody, right?
Pass the bread.
So my thing, yeah, 'cause I can't either. So my thing is that again, back to the family. I want to be where families come to feel, and families who you surround yourself with, right? Not just your family. So I want people to come feel comfortable in my restaurant. So I have a guy named Bruce. He's battling brain cancer. He's a champ. But when he doesn't feel good from his chemotherapy, he comes in and gets my green chili chicken soup.
And it makes them feel good.
better.
Oh, okay.
We've heard lots of stories
That's
of pregnant girls that when their morning sickness hits, they're like, I got to have green chili chicken soup from
Oh,
Savory
that
Fair.
is
Really?
too awesome.
Yeah. So I'm all about comfort food, family, but healthy comfort food. So that's my big drive now is making comfort food healthy, a good option for your family. What would I want to feed my family?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to feed them something full of crap.
So
that's
you're
my big thing.
fresh.
Yes, we make everything fresh. And so that's then the thing that I struggled with in the beginning is I make a turkey sandwich. Like you can make a turkey sandwich at home. What makes mine different? Well, mine is you come in, I've got the ingredients, I'm going to do it, but how do you feel after you leave? You had a turkey sandwich, but you feel like you just left mom's house or you just left
I like
your
that.
kitchen.
How do you feel after you leave?
Yes. And you know what? Food made with love does taste better.
You know what?
Fact.
Hey, my
I-
mom always says that.
I
Yes.
believe that. So I do this all the time. Everywhere I go, right? I do two things, right? One is I always ask for the good-looking guy discount. And that's the response that I get from everybody.
Lifetime member.
Yes, yes. They laugh at me just like that,
Yes.
and it hurts my feelings. I go to the corner and cry.
Aw.
But, when I order my food, I always tell them, can you please make it with love?
Yes.
And they look at me like, well, what do you mean? Just that. Please make it with
Mhm.
all of your love.
Yep.
Because it does.
It does make a
It
difference.
makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference.
Right? You know what else makes a difference? When you can be like Coach and you appreciate the people that are preparing your food.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And in a restaurant, how important is that?
Well, and so then I can't be the one that makes all the food.
Right.
So I have to treat my staff, and I want to, but I have to make sure that they're my family and that they're making it with their love. And so that's why my big word and my big push is family.
Yeah.
A well-treated staff that feels comfortable and they're happy. They want to own the food that they're serving. They're proud of
Absolutely.
what's going out. They want the customers to be happy, and then it's literally just a positive cycle. Like
Yeah.
there's
Awesome.
and I don't have to do anything. I can join a breakfast club or whatever. I can stand around outside and talk to every person that drives by.
Well, gee, thanks for building value in the Breakfast Club.
Well, I haven't.
She's like, I can just do whatever.
I haven't actually received my official invitation, so I know I'm not in.
Oh, yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah, it's
Kelsey.
good.
Hey, Kelsey. What are you doing next Wednesday?
Open.
Hey, would you like to come to this really cool breakfast that is going on?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Hey,
I'll let you know where it's going to
That's
be.
what I was going to ask.
Can't tell you right now because
Okay.
it's top secret.
Okay.
Don't say anything.
I'm not going to say a word.
Okay. Word.
Word.
Word is the word.
No. Here's my favorite one is word to the baby Jesus mama.
Word to the baby Jesus mama.
That is so
I like
legit.
it.
I like
I
that.
like it.
That is so
I
legit.
know of word to your mother,
Word to-
right?
okay.
I've heard of that
Right.
one.
Well,
But I like the
Yeah.
baby Jesus mother.
MC Hammer, phenomenal guy. We're just taking it to
Next
the
step.
next level.
I like it.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
So if you want to take it to the next step, the next level, and you want people out there, what's
Mm-hmm.
the best advice that you have for somebody who is just starting their business or is just, kind of struggling?
Right.
Their business is flat. They need to see some growth. What's
Right.
the best advice that you can drop them?
I think focus is the big thing, and know that you can't do all the big projects the first day. I think it's fine to line out your projects, and then I like to prioritize them. So I've got my big things, and I tackle one big thing a day. If my business improves in one area each day, I'll be successful. And I've seen that in my other businesses, but this restaurant's still getting there, and I just have to have the faith in myself and my staff that
Right.
if I improve one thing each day, we'll be good.
Hey, wait, I got to interject. There's
Ooh.
one more thing before that.
What's that?
Come get your green chili chicken soup.
Yeah, you need to be eating
That
at
first.
least an
You need
entire
to-
quart.
You need to eat. You have got to eat, right? If you're not eating, shame
Yes.
on you.
Yes. Yeah, no, I
Okay.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, first things first. Come get some green chili,
Yep. It'll fix
Chicken.
everything. Soup. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
green
yeah.
chili chicken soup.
Mm-hmm. It's good. If you're an insider, you call it the GCC.
Ooh, GCC.
Not there yet.
No.
I'm not there yet. You can't establish or accomplish that in one sitting, right?
Yeah, no, it's true.
That means I have to have multiple visits.
Right.
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 Now, with that, do you have geez, it just.
Words.
Yes. You know, that happens. It
Every
happens.
day.
Do you have a loyalty program?
I do.
You do?
Yep. And
All
so
right.
it's pretty fancy. It's slick. Computers are smarter than me.
Right.
It's tied into your credit card now, so you literally register
Oh,
once,
very
and then
cool.
every time you use your credit card, you get points. And it's just a point per dollar. I can't remember how the redemption exactly works, but I have a customer that eats there probably 5 times a week.
Wow.
And I saw the other day he's redeemed like $500.
Nice.
Are you
But that's
serious?
awesome for me. Like
Yeah.
that's good for him.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for me. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Too cool.
Wow.
So when you get 50 points, you get a certain dollar amount, and you get birthday things. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we track you.
Wait,
by,
does your entire staff come out and they sing "Happy Birthday to you"?
And just like that, too. Just like that.
I could come and teach them if you want.
Yes, yes.
Just like that.
And they'll,
I'll be coming every day just to say it's my birthday. Just to see Luis come out and sing it like that.
well, a dance will accompany the song. I
Would
think
have
I think
to.
it'll be the washing machine. right?
Yeah.
The washing
Chaka
machine.
chaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So, but the loyalty, they'll be able to just, and it's just tied in directly to their credit card,
yeah.
right?
So then you can choose if you spend it or choose if you save it. But I mean, I think it's important to reward regulars.
Absolutely, it is. It is. It is. I was doing some reading the other day, because I like to read. I don't really know how,
Right.
but and it talked about the idea that if you are an entrepreneur, or business owner, that you really need to get out of yourself, and it's not about you at all.
No.
It is about your customers
Yes.
and the fact that you were there to serve them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And until you wholeheartedly believe that or believe in that and commit to that, you will never be successful.
There's a quote out there, and I'm not going to remember who said it, but something along the lines of the customer is your ultimate boss. There's
Right.
Everybody has a boss.
I know who it was.
Walton? No, who said it?
Cuban, Mark.
Mark Cuban.
Oh, I love Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
that
you
makes
go.
sense.
Shark
Yeah.
Tank.
Shark
Yes.
Tank.
Yes.
Love that show.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people have said that because it's really,
Right.
just things can be said in so many different ways, but at the end of the day, it's that basic principle of, supply and demand, right?
Yes.
And at this day and age, right, the demand isn't matching the supply just yet. So what do you got to do? You got to turn it up in other areas.
Yep. Absolutely.
Step it up.
Step it up. Absolutely right. And just like Coach said, what do I do all day?
Right.
What do you see me do consistently? Uplift other people,
No,
right?
He's right.
And so we're gonna let that be the takeaway of the day.
Yes.
I dig it.
Be like Coach.
Yeah, be like Coach and walk around town all day long and just address people like this. Hey, Big Louie.
Louie? Who's Louie? Doesn't matter. Hey, Big Louie.
No, you might get some eyebrows raised with that. You may not want to do that, right? You might have some of your customers kind of look at you like,
What are you talking about?
what's going on?
So now, okay, you do make sandwiches and all that
Right.
good stuff. We need a Big Louie sandwich.
Oh, I like.
That's what we
Ooh, a
need.
Big
That's what we
Louie.
need to do.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Well, I can't say that I have a favorite. Honestly, my favorite is peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh.
But maybe you can do like PB2 or something like that,
Yeah, I like
or
it. Do you put bananas, honey,
Man,
anything crazy?
ooh, bananas and honey is delicious with peanut butter. Oh my
bananas and
gosh,
honey.
that
Yeah,
is
you know.
so good.
So growing up as a kid, that was the very first thing that I learned how to make. I think I was
Yes.
maybe all of 5 years old,
Uh-huh.
and so anytime anybody came to our house, I had to make them a peanut butter and jelly
Aw,
sandwich.
That's cute.
It didn't matter what time of day. If they
You
were
getting
at our
a
house,
PB&J.
they were getting a PB&J.
I like it. That's hospitality 101.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Isn't it? Yes.
absolutely.
You know what? I'll think about that.
Yeah,
My
let me
other
know.
favorite sandwich. Okay, don't be upset with me. But when it comes to sandwiches,
What is he
there's two
gonna
sandwiches
say?
that I love wholeheartedly.
Uh-huh.
Schlotzky's,
Oh,
right?
They're good
Schlotzky's.
stuff.
They do.
they really do.
And of course, good old ham and Swiss over at Dion's.
Well, I can't go wrong.
And those are
with Dion's.
two different types of sandwiches.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe I'll have to come play in the kitchen.
Yeah. Let's do it.
We can
Be
come
fun.
play in the kitchen,
Yes.
right? Right.
All right.
Maybe we can have a runner's sandwich
Yeah.
Ooh.
in there
I
too.
like it.
Yes.
I like it.
We can even get one of those brand and put the logo on the
Right.
bread.
I like it.
Ooh, man, I love this. So
Yeah.
we're at the hashtag factory right now. Talk about branding. If you need some help with your branding,
Apparently, Andres.
yes.
I guess me? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hit me up. You can find me on Facebook, Andres Trujillo.
Or any public restroom. Yes. Not your average Trujillo.
No.
There
Hey,
you go.
so I found something really interesting about my family heritage, and I found a map of when my family came over from Spain
Yeah.
and went to St. Augustine, Florida, and it went all southern United States all the way across, and then of course everybody deviated and stuff like that, and then ended up in Riverside, California, and there's a place called the Trujillo Adobado, and the folks that are there actually do a tamale festival. out
Really?
there in Riverside. And they keep inviting me. They're like, "Hey, you're Trujillo. Come out here. We want to meet you and talk
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you."
yeah.
And unfortunately, I haven't gone out there yet. And but it's a map, and it's not the best quality. But I found it online and
Yeah.
showing my family heritage and how they came right through New Mexico and
Very
everything.
nice.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
So this tamale festival that they have,
Mhm.
does it have tamales?
I would hope so. I would absolutely hope so.
So this is neither here nor there, but years ago we were part of an event that attempted to make the world's largest.
Oh, down in Belen.
Tamale.
Down in
I
Belen,
like
right?
it.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you, wait, hold on. So was it the first attempt or the second attempt that you were a part of? Because there was the first attempt, but they didn't do it right, and they didn't get the Guinness Book World Record folks what they needed in time, so it got canceled out.
They got canceled out,
and then
right.
they had to do it another time, a
Right.
second year, to try and do it again.
Interesting.
It was the first.
Yeah, because
You're
I
the
helped.
one that forgot to send the paperwork.
I helped.
No.
I was part of. I think I helped. I think I helped with the
Right.
tamale.
Yeah.
And yeah.
There was a lot of community involvement,
Yes.
right?
That's
a lot of
cool.
community involvement, bringing a lot of people together to
Yes.
to cook up their portion of the tamale.
That's what it's all about. Is that community stuff. That's
Right,
cool.
right, right.
That's cool.
So fun. So, the word of the day, Big Louie.
Big Louie. And that's like a code word, right?
That-
you
yeah.
gotta have like some kind of a prize.
What?
And-
So,
Ooh.
Pick me.
How about?
okay, you got to say it right into the
I know.
microphone.
I was trying to think through this as I was saying it.
Okay.
So, Coach B always drinks coffee in my restaurant. If someone
Right.
comes in and tells me, "Hey, Big Louie," they can have a free coffee.
Ooh.
There you go.
There it is.
All right. Okay, there you go. Savory Fair Cafe, Bakery and Catering, 7400 Montgomery Boulevard, suite number 1, not number 19. Suite number 1, right? You come in and you track down Kelsey
Yes,
and you say, Big Louie.
but with like the
accent.
emphasis.
Oh, you have to say it with the
Yes.
accent. Big Louie.
Hey,
Yes.
Big Louie.
Hey, Big
Yeah.
Louie. You get a free coffee.
I'm down.
Ooh,
day long.
get on it.
I want to be there in that moment when you're like Oprah. You get a free coffee. You get a free coffee.
Yes. The first person to do this, I'm gonna absolutely die. I'm gonna be so excited.
Yeah. Whoever's
Can't be
watching,
you.
I'm excluded from the
Right.
promotion. Oh man! But
Too
whoever's
fun.
watching, you better get out
Yes.
there. I mean,
Yes,
we got a few
please.
people watching, so go to Savory.
Yes.
There you go.
That'd be
Yes.
so exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
Go to Savory. Just know that it is the world's best breakfast joint.
Yes.
And if you don't believe that yet, just come hang out with us one day. We'll be there having breakfast.
Turns out it's gonna be a daily thing.
It's going to be a daily thing.
And
That's
say,
right.
hey, Big Louie.
If you can do the Big Louie, shout out to you. I know Adrian Ward. He's all about the Big Louie.
Good.
Make sure you get out to Savory Fair Cafe, right? All right. Well, our time has come or is coming to a close. We're at 57 minutes, an hour-long show.
I dig it.
Nice.
It's flown by.
Right?
Flown
Hasn't
by.
it?
Definitely.
Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Right?
Right?
Catchphrases today.
Oh, all day
Telling
long.
you.
Yeah.
So what's the hashtag that we should be using for this show here? I'm sorry. You got to get this bread out of my face
Thank you.
because I'm going to eat the whole thing.
I thought we kind of nailed it down earlier.
Yeah.
Grow together, win together.
Grow together.
Hashtag grow together, win together.
I like
Okay,
it.
I better just drop that in the
Drop
comments.
it in there.
Okay, grow together.
Win together.
Okay, grow
I dig it. That's our
together.
hashtag for
I
the
like
day.
it.
Win together with Coach
With
and
Coach.
Big Louie.
I dig it.
So I got to tell you guys, right? Coach has a product, right? It's a Native Armor,
Mhm.
and it's a coaching product. And Coach and I started on the journey together last night. I'm going through lots of changes in my life right now, right? As all of us, as we all are, right? And Coach thought it would be a good program for me to just kind of really normalize myself and all the wonderful feelings that I'm having lately.
He's glowing, baby. He's glowing.
I like it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go through. And the reason I'm sharing this publicly is because I need to have some accountability behind it, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going through a process with Coach, and it is a straight up checkup from the neck up. I'm gonna really drop a lot of the stinking thinking that I've had, right?
I love
And
it.
you remember
Love
that?
it.
You remember that? Who was that?
Stinking thinking.
Stinking thinking. Zig Ziglar.
Oh, you're right.
Ziegler, you're
He's
right.
got good
Zig
stuff too.
Ziegler, right? But yeah, so I'm going through that process with Coach, and I'll be giving you guys updates as we move along through it. But it's really a journey. It's one that you're digging beneath the level. You know, you're going to the iceberg lengths. You know, you're going under to uncover things that no longer apply or have or should have a place in your life, and you know, moving into things that are you know, a better fit for where you're
Right.
at.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll
Moving
tell you.
all the stuff, the negative
We'll
stuff,
move.
right?
We're
Get
gonna-
rid of it all.
We're
Get rid of
moving
that
stuff
negative.
around. We're moving stuff around. But so I'm going to report to you guys on a weekly basis how things are going.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
What's happening, you know, and tell you what my homework is and all that good stuff. And if you guys want to chime in on, you know, your thoughts and all that good stuff, we
Tuned
certainly
in.
can. But the end goal is that I want to be able to share this with you because we're going to help Coach grow this
Yes.
into not a commercial product, but we basically want to take this knowledge that he has,
Right.
and we want to be able to share it with the masses, people that can benefit from this. And I believe
He's a wealth.
wholeheartedly, he's my God. My God. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say. Hey, Big Louie.
My God.
But yeah, so that's what's happening. That's what's going to be taking place on this show here. We're going to have Kelsey back, I think, as one of our regular, maybe even
Yeah.
co-hosts.
Ooh, I like that.
Hey. Kelsey the
Working on all the
co-host.
radio
Kelsey
Kelsey the
skills.
co-host.
I like
No,
it.
yeah, no, I dig your vibe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
You know, your
I'm down.
energy. It's
It's good, man.
Yeah,
it's
is.
great.
It is.
Actually,
It
it's,
is. It
it's
is.
way better than good. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right. Any final parting words?
Yeah, hey, you know what? New Mexico's professional arena soccer team, Santa Ana Star Center Season 2 starts in Rio Rancho in December. Follow us at NM Runners on all our social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and get season tickets. They're on sale, $73 they start at for 7 home games. And get them online at newmexicorunners.com.
I dig.
Yes.
Right. Sometimes you got to break that down into ridiculous for folks so they understand the value, right?
Absolutely.
So we'll do that on the next show. We'll
That
do that.
sounds good, buddy.
How about you, young lady?
Well, I don't have my spiel perfected like this, but let me stumble over. No, find us online, saverepaircafe.com. I've got social media, Facebook, Instagram, all those things. And if nothing else, come find me outside. I'll be with Coach and JC and Louie and Andres.
It's the hangout.
I'm telling you.
The hangout. Hashtag the hangout.
Hashtag.
I like it.
Oh, I'm going to take that. If you're not going to take it.
We have to arm wrestle over these hashtags.
You know, you got to add the ABQ to that, and you're golden.
Ooh, I like it.
The
yes.
hangout ABQ?
The
Hangout
There you
ABQ.
go. There
Right.
you
That
go.
needs to be like my son.
That is
That's
fire.
the show. That's the show, right? Weren't you talking about the name of the show or something like that? You were talking about something?
Oh, hey, Tim Baca. Hey, the breakfast has a name.
Yeah.
It's figured out. We figured it out. See, it would come to me. It would just give me some time.
We're so productive. Look how I'm taking credit for
The,
this.
the breakfast has a name.
Yeah, the Hangout ABQ.
The hangout.
The Hangout.
Hangout.
I
Yeah.
love the hangout.
Hashtag the hangout.
The hangout.
ABQ.
The hangout. I love it.
Yeah. I come up with them every now and then.
I love it.
Telling you.
That's awesome.
So,
Wednesday mornings, brother. Wednesday morning.
We're not broadcasting that out there into the masses, right? Because it is an exclusive breakfast, super exclusive. Not everybody gets to participate in it, and for good reason, right? Because Tim wants to make sure that everybody is baptized.
Right.
Baptized.
Baptized first, right? He's not a holier than thou kind of guy,
Baptized, I
but
love it.
he wants to make sure that you are bona fide, legitimate in who you are and what you do.
Well, if
And,
you can grow together, win together.
Yes.
Yes, and you have to have that mindset of grow together, win together.
Yep.
That's the tagline for the breakfast, by the way. We came up with all this in one sitting.
It starts,
World peace is
it
next.
starts October 2nd at Kelsey's place.
Ooh,
Yes.
October 2nd. And that is next Wednesday.
Holy cow.
All right, so here's the
Yeah.
deal. If you want to be involved in this breakfast, here's what you got to do, right? You got to go to the Savory Fair Cafe. You got to walk up to the counter, right? And it doesn't matter who's standing behind the counter, right? You just got to walk up and in your best Coach B voice,
Yes.
you have to say, Hey, Big Louie. And that is your password to get into the
Yes.
breakfast.
Coffee and a password.
So when you show up, right, and in your best Coach B voice, you say, hey, Big Louie. Hey, Big Louie. You're going to get entrance into the breakfast, and you're going to get a free coffee.
That's your
that day.
perk.
I
That is
like
your
it.
perk.
Absolutely.
I dig it. Perk. Pun
That is your
intended.
perk. There you go.
Can't handle it.
We're perking
Too
up.
much funniness.
Should we invite our next? Should we just roll this show into their show? Should we just
These
roll them
people are
together?
insane. They're not going any part of that.
Oh, that's too
I
awesome.
know.
I love it.
We're ready to roll. We got
Yeah.
another show we got to do, right?
Fantastic.
It's called Latinas a otro nivel. For those of you guys that are not bilingual, that means Latinas on another level.
Yeah, I
it.
dig it.
I like
I
it.
dig it.
I can't say what I would normally say on air live, right? Yeah, because I would have to beep, 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 beep.
You'd be
But,
the roadrunner. Beep beep.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that
He's always
man, I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna hang out with you with my phone on record.
Right. We're not even catching half of it.
All right, folks, there you go. You have been given a ton of information. If you are sitting at your desk watching this at work, props.
Don't tell your boss.
Hope your boss doesn't catch you. But most of you guys are gonna be watching this at night when you after you put the kids to bed. You'll be laying in your bed. You'll be flipping and scrolling through Facebook. You're gonna come across this. And you're gonna be so entertained. You're gonna watch it for the entire 1 hour and 10
yeah.
minutes that it's been on.
You have
Oh,
to get to
yeah.
the end to know about the free coffee.
You have to get to the end to know
Yes.
about the free coffee. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to,
Edit that little bit.
edit that a little bit and say, hey, make sure you get to the end
For a special.
for a special.
A special deal.
Special
Yes.
deal. Yes.
Basically, it's like a free gift.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Watch till the end for your free gift.
Yes.
Yes.
But wait, there's more.
But wait,
There's more.
can I be a little pop-up dude on the screen?
What is it? The inflatables? Like
What?
the
Yeah.
car inflatable? Yeah.
And all that comes out is, hey, Big Louie. Hey, Big Louie. Hey, Big Louie.
Coach's ponytail waving.
Yeah, even his pony. That's
Woo.
a good one.
Friends, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys.
If
Thank
you
you.
if you are not yet familiar, this is ABQ B2B the network. We do broadcast live from the Team Alkaline live stream studios here at the Kangen Water Store, 7400 Montgomery Boulevard Northeast, suite number 19, beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico 87109.
109.
It's not even on your card.
It's Albuquerque.
I know. Okay, 87109.
Isn't Albuquerque just one big zip code?
Albuquerque is all one zip code. It's all that matters.
Northeast.
All I know is 505, right? That's-
We broadcast this show every Tuesday, typically at 11 o'clock, 11 to 12. Today was a little bit late, but if you want to be on the show, let me know. Reach out, drop a comment, or send me a text message. And like Andres, you can find my phone number in any public restroom out there in the city of Albuquerque.
it's right under mine.
It's right under his.
The whole list.
Yes, there's a whole list of them, right? But if you're a small business or if you have content for businesses, let me know. I'd love to be able to feature you and showcase your talents
Man,
to the world.
I love it.
To the
Yes.
world.
To the world.
To the world. Right? By the time you leave here, you'll be singing this song.
Just